Good afternoon. You're watching Breaking Ground with me, Kritsween Walia. Caught in the midst of a Kaistanni storm, it seems that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau can't get anything right. A week after giving a standing ovation to Nazi soldier inside the Canadian Parliament, Justin Trudeau has given a token apology, refusing to take any blame. He apologizes on behalf of the Canadian Parliament for honoring the Nazi veteran. Remember, on the 22nd of September, during the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's speech in Canada's parliament, it was Yaroslav Hunka who fought for the Nazis during World War II, who was honored by the speaker. Zelensky and Trudeau both were seen applauding and giving a standing ovation to him. The opposition has come all guns blazing at the Prime Minister over the incident, demanding him to apologize and calling it a huge embarrassment for the country. The outrage first led to the speaker's resignation, and now this apology, this token apology on behalf of the parliament, as Justin Trudeau calls it. But many have asked why the duplicity on terror. While he apologizes for hailing a Nazi, why no apology for backing Kaistanni terrorist Nijjar? Listen in to the Canadian Prime Minister.
On behalf of all of us in this House, I would like to present unreserved apologies for what took place on Friday, and to President Zelensky and the Ukrainian delegation for the position they were put in. For all of us who were present to have unknowingly recognized this individual was a terrible mistake and a violation of the memory of those who suffered grievously at the hands of the Nazi regime.
Remember, the embarrassing incident had led to the Canadian speaker taking sole responsibility for this incident and thereafter ended up resigning. While Trudeau has apologized for hailing a Nazi, he's still backing NI-designated Kaistanni terrorist Herdeep Singh Nijjar, and Nijjar faces an Interpol red corner notice. He did face one on Canada's no-fly list, on United States terrorist screening list, and yet gets the backing, non-stop backing of the Canadian government.
The work of this House is above any of us. Therefore, I must step down as your Speaker. I reiterate my profound regret for my error in recognizing an individual in the House during the joint address to Parliament of President Zelensky. That public recognition has caused pain to individuals and communities, including the Jewish community in Canada and around the world, in addition to survivors of Nazi atrocities in Poland, among other nations. I accept full responsibility for my actions. My resignation is effective at the end of the sitting day tomorrow, Wednesday, September 27th, to allow preparations for the election of a new Speaker. Until that time, the Deputy Speakers will chair the House proceedings.
So yes, that's the duplicity that everyone in India today is questioning. Questions being asked, A, on specifics. As the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar points out, specific proof must be given to the Indian authorities with regards to allegations that have been levelled by the Canadian Prime Minister in public domain within his parliament. Thereafter, went on to applaud the Nazi in the presence of Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian leader, and thereafter you had the speaker who was forced to resign given the series of events, especially the anger which was mounting within Canada on this kind of a gesture being meted out to a Nazi. And while the Prime Minister could come out with this token apology on behalf of the entire Parliament, what about his non-stop backing for the likes of Nijjar? That's the question being asked by the